Hey, what's going on, everyone? This is Dalton at Dalton95, coming with another Transformers Legacy video, and that is going to be of the Toxitron G2 collection, Toxitron himself. So this I got from Walmart. It was the only one they had in stock at the time. But, so yeah, there he is. I got the other two coming from Pulse, as far as the first three that were revealed. Still waiting to see if I can get the other four. But yeah, so there is very nice artwork, very much G2 inspired. All the splotches and kind of comic booky details, very nicely done. So you got G2 Universe Toxitron. There he is in robot and vehicle mode. Then, of course, on the back, you've got, of course, the G2 Decepticon symbol, the Biohazard with, you know, the Autobot symbol there with the splat of toxic waste. 30 steps between each mode. You got the base mode, him wielding the combined weapons, his weapons here glowing kind of that radioactive green, and a very, very nice shot here from the regular Evolution style packaging in this kind of 2D style, and I gotta say, I absolutely love this much more than the weird, like, oversaturated and sharpened detail that they have on the regular artwork. I wish they would do this with the rest of the packaging. Just overall, I love the 2D artwork so much more. So let's go ahead and take a look at Toxitron. So here we have Toxitron out of his packaging and looking just awesome. Now, I know a lot of people are going to kind of be put off by the purple tires, but I think it does more favors for him than it does anything detrimental. Now, it could have been nice if they did it, you know, swapped around, but I think they pulled this off a lot better than they did with Crosscut. And I don't, well, other than the trailer, I think the wheels are on the same mold as, you know, the purple bits of the trailer. So it is what it is. I like it. Got some black paint here on the front grille and bumper. Then you got the gunmetal plastic there, nicely accented with the gunmetal gray paint here, as well as on the shins for the plastic. Got some black paint on the rims. Got this kind of magenta colored, you know, windshield going on there. Of course, got the G2 symbol there. Of course, gunmetal for the exhaust pipes as well. Yeah, not a ton of detail on this, but it does look very good. This very nice kind of Constructicon-y green. Still rolls just fine. Now moving on to the trailer, it is molded in black and purple, and you do have this kind of orange toxic slime or sludge just oozing out of the trailer. So, looks pretty good. Of course, you know, you can flip that out. Of course, you can still plug it on. Do everything you need to. So yeah. And yeah, this was based on the old Universe 2003 character that never came out. The only official versions of Toxitron that we have seen in the past 20 years since, you know, this design was first shown was the animated 2011 souvenir figure from the animated Optimus. And then in, well, I want to say it was 2016, one of the final subscription service figures was a Voyager Combiner Wars style Toxitron using an unused Nemesis Prime head, which I did have but have since sold off. So it was a necessary loss, but you know, I'm much happier to have this. So let's go ahead and get him. Well, let's go ahead and get the trailer into base mode. Simply just fold this all out, open this up. You get the sword and axe stored in there, so we'll go ahead and take those out. Flip this panel down, bring this down, and then you'll rotate the ball joint here. Bring that down, bring out the little claw, flip up the turret, which is not blast effect compatible. So there you have him, so you can have him getting repaired by a little tower there. Maybe it's taking a sample of the toxic slime. I don't know. So yeah, that. Let's go ahead and get Toxitron into robot mode. So go ahead and flip up the toes, flip back the heels. Go ahead. Oh, I forgot. These need to be flipped out. Just go and flip those in. Bend the knees. Collapse these sections down. Then untab this. Bring the hips down. Then, whoop, too far. Go ahead and bring this section down. I'll bring those up. Bring the arms out like that. From here, go ahead and flip up those panels just to get that out of the way. Then untap that. Bring it out to there. Flip this section up. And then from here, bring the chest down and around, flipping out the abdomen. That will allow you to bring the arms forward, rotate the bicep. And then when you get at about the halfway point here, flip up these, or flip this back, and flip these panels up, collapse that. That will allow you to clip the shoulders into place. Bring down that, bring the head up and around, and just collapse these sections down. Then go reach in here, flip that out. From here, open that, bring out the fists on the ball joint, collapse that, open, fist out, rotate, and collapse. And there we have Toxitron in robot mode. And I think he looks phenomenal. Like, I am a huge sucker for this color scheme. It works on him amazingly well. I've been wanting this since I first found out about it. And if you want to even further reference that design, you just bring these flaps up. And that's kind of how the prototype looked in the display case. Yes, it might have been an intern or someone who just didn't really care much of how it looked. But if you want, you can reference that. There he is. Let's go ahead and give him his weapons. So his axe just unfolds. Looks more like a pizza peel than anything. Go ahead and slot that into his hand. Take his sword. Now it does have that little notch right there, so you just slide it in. And then once you get all the way in his hand, rotate it. That kind of locks it into his hand. So you got that. If you want, you can pop open the chest. He does have an all orange plastic matrix. I can't tell if it's molded in the translucent orange or if it's painted, but it is this weird sludgy color, so that's probably where he gets all the toxic energy from. It does kind of have the same light piping, but it is painted over with the purple. Or is it even light piping? No, his eyes are painted red. It's just very, very dark. So, if you want, take the sword out of his hand. And get it out of his hand. That will just also slide into there, so you can have that going on with matrix plugged right into the hilt. If it'll cooperate here. So there you go. You got the matrix sword thing. Looks kind of dumb if I'm being honest. Let's go ahead and take that out. Now I did get a couple of weapons to upgrade this guy. From render form, I believe they are no longer available, but I did get the Toxic Fury Blade, which not quite a perfect match, but it is very nicely mixed. So you got this purple plastic mixing with the translucent green. There's also this kind of glitter effect through it all. It just plugs into his hand. Actually does look pretty good. And then if you want, get Now, I believe that there might be some of these available still, but this is the Shattered Icon Blaster. So this is meant to go with your Shattered Glass Prime, but it matches close enough to the Gunmetal Gray. So I can fit that with him. And there you've got Toxitron fully armed. Or if you don't have those, you can just use the regular sword. Then take, well, that's not supposed to come off like that. Take this off. And you can use that little blaster. So, real quick, give me just a moment. So now, if you have the, 2-pack or any version of Punch, the Silver Streak from Target or Buzzworthy Bumblebee, and the Amazon exclusive Impactor, or any Impactor, you can have 4 out of 5 of the subscription service wreckers. So now we're just missing Fractal. So crossing our fingers that we can have Fractal within the next year. So finally have that, I guess that Shockwaves wreckers, I don't know. So I still need to read that comic line, but yeah, so there we go. Have those new wreckers that came out around that time. If you had that subscription service. So let's go ahead and get Toxitron back in his truck mode. Go ahead and take this off. Set this aside. Figure out what I do with the trailer. Go ahead and take that, put it back on there. And it just folds down. Get Toxitron out of the way for the moment. Bring this all up. Rotate it around. Collapse that. Close this up. Actually, first flip that up, then close up the doors. Or, the rest of the tank. There we go. So there's the trailer off to the side. I'm bringing Toxitron back for the arms. Pull that in. Open that up. Fold it in. Go ahead and rotate the waist. Go ahead and collapse the feet up. There's that. Bring those up. Open back. Flip the little jetpack in. Fold his head back. Undo this chest piece. Allowing you to fold this back. Bring those arms just to, just to that point. Fold these sections down. Not quite all the way, but enough to where you get into here. Rotate the bicep. Bring those arms all the way back. Right, then take this chest piece, fold up the abdomen. And I forgot to mention, this is, as you can see, green plastic painted over with the purple and black. Very well done. Of course, the gunmetal gray and purple on the chest piece there. I would like to see Toy Hacks maybe do some grayed out windows, how it looked on the original. But then again, I say that and I still haven't gotten the set for Scourge, so we'll see. So there's that. And that should get these up. And there we go. Bring this down. Those will tab into place. Is a snug fit. Bring these panels up. Collapse that. Just collapse the arms into place. Fold down these panels. And close up the roof of the truck, or the cab. And there we have Toxitron back in truck mode. Now, I forgot to mention weapon storage. can take the sword here, plug it underneath, just like that. If you want, without the trailer, fold up the axe. There are two little slots right there for those two tabs. You can just slot right into place right there. So if you want just Toxitron on his own without the trailer, there's your weapon storage. Otherwise, go ahead and take this off. Open that up. There's two slots there for those tabs. It just goes right into there. And I guess I can show the storage for the sword too. There's these two slots on the top and bottom there. Just pop the sword out. Tab that into place. Close that up. Of course, fold out the fuel tanks. There, we have Toxitron back in truck mode. So, yeah, I mean, if you've been wanting a new Toxitron or an official Toxitron and missed out on both of the BotCon version, or BotCon and Collectors Club version, this is the one to get. I know there's been a bunch of third-party ones coming out. None of them are what it's originally meant to be, and this is it finally realized mass retail. Like I said, the only thing I could see Toy Hex doing is maybe some of the cel-shaded windows, maybe I've picked out details on the grill, the Toxitron name on the side of the trailer, and some details for the chest. Of course, some inner details for the trailer like they did for Prime and Scourge. But yeah, just not a ton I could see them doing. I'd be surprised if they did quite a bit more. Maybe some more sludge just leaking out of the truck and trailer. I'm open to more. So, yeah, keep this G2 stuff coming. Some of these canceled figures that never came to be. Maybe we could see Thunderclash with the unreleased Motormaster in the future. Who knows? But, yeah, let me know what you think of Toxitron down below. Are you excited to get them? Do you have them? What are your thoughts on them? Why aren't you getting them if you haven't gotten them, or if you decided not to get them? Just let me know what you think. And be sure to check out all those links down below, my Twitter and Instagram page, as well as the rest of these Legacy Evolution videos as well. And I will catch you guys in the next video. So take care. See you then.